Until 1996. Thomas Stockwell served full-time for over 20 years, retiring as chief in 1994, and being succeeded by his son-in-law, Michael Bradley. So again, I apologize if I'm not quite correct on these dates. I had worked many shifts as a dispatcher with Stockwell on duty performing cruiser patrols. I used to be a part-timer, and I would do Fridays and Saturday nights at no pay. You were earning your time to become a full-timer. They would keep a log of your hours. And it was fun. It was fun. In those days, we had a logbook titled ADW, All Doors and Windows. You remember that, Mona? It was an open log for all doors to be checked in town, including stores, town hall, and families that were away on vacation. Housebreaks were a very common crime in the 1980s. So I used to read water meters, as I told you, in the town. And I used to carry a scanner, pocket scanner. And one day, Alvin Nichols dispatched Sergeant Sam Aldrich to a house on Taft Street for a possible break-in. Sam must have been en route. A minute later, Alvin called him and said, "I got another one on Prospect Street." And I'm like, ooh. You know, back in those days, we didn't lock our houses. So I'm like, I better go home. And I did. And my front door was open, but it wasn't broken open. I'm like, God, I'm glad I came home because I left the front door open, right? So I go in the house. I go in to get my shotgun. It's gone. And I'm like, what do you think I said to myself? Where the heck did I put that shotgun? Right? Because you didn't think that way. So, like, I better check around the house. Everything looked normal. And I went into the spare room, the office, which led to the garage, which had a bathroom in it. And I used to keep an upholstered chair up against the lock of the back door because it was kind of not a very good lock. I called the police station, and Alfred's like, "It's too busy. You got to come down here and file a report." I said, "I might have got broken into. I don't know. I don't see anything missing. Come down and file a report." I went down and filed a report. They had 7 break-ins at that point. I went home, and I went into that back room, and the chair was moved away from the door. So I had a 357, okay? I went out in the garage, and in that bathroom, I found on the floor a bunch of my dad's family's jewelry. I went back in the house, and I realized that the china closet was open. I went to open the sideboard, and all the sterling was missing. I went back in my bedroom, and I realized all the pillowcases were gone. And that my coin collection that used to be on the wall was gone. So that's just a memory of the way Upton used to be. And I'm sure people lock their doors nowadays. Chief Bradley served 30 years on the force. He's with us tonight. And was instrumental in bringing modernization to the department, including certifications, equipment upgrades, and public outreach efforts. It's a new police world. Bradley retired in 2024 and was replaced by Nick Palmieri, police chief that same year. I now invite Chief Palmieri to come to the podium to tell us a little bit about today's force and the challenges that they face. Thank you, Chief.
Good evening. Thank you, Scott, for providing us with that in-depth history of the Upton Police Department. Recognizing milestone anniversaries is an opportunity to learn how we got to the place we're at, while taking a moment to appreciate our present state of the department and allowing us to imagine what the future will hold for policing in general, but more specifically for the Upton Police Department. Some thank yous. I'd like to thank Chairperson of the Select Board, Laura Hebb, for her presence. I know she has a personal connection because of the service of her father, Fred Mort Hebb, while serving with the Upton Police Department for almost 40 years. Her support of the police department is greatly appreciated. Thank you to the Upton Historical Society, President Scott Garland, for the invitation to speak today, members of the society, members of the Upton Police Department, past and present, and most importantly, their families. And thank you to the citizens of the town of Upton for their consistent support of the police department and its mission. Currently, the police department is comprised of 26 department members. It's the Police and Communications Department, operating on a budget of approximately $2.2 million. Come a long way since 1890.
1,500.
The police department employs 13 full-time personnel, which includes me as police chief, a lieutenant, 3 sergeants, 1 detective, 2 school resource officers, 4 patrol officers, and we have 1 recruit officer in the Marlborough Police Academy, and our department coordinator. We currently have 1 vacancy with the hopes of enrolling one of our part-time dispatchers in an upcoming recruit academy. We also have the addition of our most recent member, and probably the most popular one, Canine Comfort Dog Coda, which he's apparently...
And awful quiet, sleeping.
I think he's gone home for the night.
Oh, okay.
Communications Department employs 4 full-time dispatchers and 5 part-time dispatchers who provide emergency 911 dispatch services to the towns of Upton and Hopedale. As far as equipment, we have 8 police vehicles, 5 which are fully marked, 3 unmarked. We have 2 ATVs and 2 drones. Again, come a long way since 1890. We have on average 40 calls for service or community contacts per day, a total of approximately 14,500. That includes everything from calls for assistance, lift assists, traffic stops, calls for service for domestic violence related incidents, mental health. But it's not always a negative. There's a lot of positive contacts. The majority of our contacts are positive. Some of the challenges we face in today's current environment: recruitment and retention of quality applicants. It's a challenge across the board for every department, not just Upton. We have some challenges staying current with training requirements, consistently changing, training requirements increasing, need to be proficient in everything we have. Constantly training, preparing for the worst. Some additional challenges: earning and maintaining accreditation, becoming reaccredited through the Mass Police Accreditation Commission. Additional challenges include replacing aging equipment. The phone system's the same phone system since the building was renovated. It's about time to replace those. Phone systems, body-worn cameras, in-cruiser cameras, things that day-to-day use get beat up. Things, again, that didn't exist in 1890, things they didn't worry about. But all things that are vital to what we do day in and day out. I think people have become used to being able to see what we do from our point of view, watching body cam video. It only gives a glimpse into what we do, because usually the exciting, adrenaline pumping stuff is what gets shown, but most of what we do, and I think most of what we appreciate in our day-to-day contacts is the positives, just the interactions with people at the coffee shop, out in the street, here in the town hall. The Upton Police Department's mission statement states, the Upton Police Department is dedicated to providing quality and professional policing to our community. Through the use of proactive community policing programs, we strive to reduce crime, the fear of crime, and to enhance the quality of life for all residents. We value honesty, integrity, compassion, and fairness, while delivering police services in partnership with the community we serve. What this means to me in other terms is treat every person in need as if they were your grandmother, and you'll never go wrong. At its very basic, be kind, empathetic, compassionate, and respectful. This was a lesson imparted upon me at the very start of my career with the Upton Police Department back in 2005 by then Sergeant Bruce Rivard. These are words of advice I've always kept in the forefront of my mind, and they have served me well. Now, 9 months into my role as the police chief, I've noticed several things about the members of the Upton Police Department. They're much younger than me. They work incredibly well together, like a family. But most importantly, they possess all these core values that I've just talked about. Simply stated, they're good people. I feel fortunate to have been given this opportunity to lead the fine men and women of the Upton Police Department, and I'm confident that the town of Upton is in good hands. Excuse me. The current state of policing poses an interesting contrast to the past. Without knowing exactly how the department looked physically, I can guess it's fairly different than the officers of the Upton PD uniform today. Today's Upton Police Department has 3 female officers, men sporting beards and tattoos, a comfort dog, and equipment never imagined back in the 1890s. But I tend to believe what has drawn each of us who wear the uniform to this profession is a desire to do good and help others, driven by the values of honesty, integrity, compassion, and fairness. Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Stay
Chief.
safe.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Palmieri. Memorial Day Parade. What year was this, Tommy? What would you think? You were leading the group. This is Chief Stockwell, Officer Bradley at the time. Bruce Rivard. I see Michael Lupicini. I don't know, maybe Payne. And Mike Benjamin, of course. I mean, how could you miss Mike Benjamin? He's taller than the telephone pole. This is a great photo. Does anybody know who these people are? What's the occurrence of this one, Tom? What is the occurrence of this photo with Ernie Horn, you, and Kevin Meehan?
Yes, that was at Piedmont High School, and they were putting on a spelling bee.
Okay.
Based on the, we had to make a decision.
Thank you. And till about the end of January, we have an active display. It's currently up here, honoring the Upton Police Department's 135th anniversary. To that, this is a list of all of our sponsors. Without them, again, we couldn't do this. So tonight, we have from the Society, Ellen and Russ Arnold. Ellen and Bill Taylor, our Vice President, are manning our information booth where we have a petition to the Board of Selectmen to help us move